Hey everyone, it's me again in the car. I tried to park where you could see the mountain, but it just doesn't work in my little spot. But I am in my little shady spot. Surprisingly, even though it's October, it's 95 degrees today. So I'm sitting in the air conditioner in a shady spot so the phone doesn't get overheated. And I just have my hair up and I have the dress on that I don't know if anyone else has that kind of dress. Well, people who wear dresses. Or maybe there's something else that's the equivalent, I don't know, that you throw on when you have to leave the house, but you don't have the mental energy to get dressed, or you don't want to get dressed. It's just comfortable, easy to throw on kind of thing. That's what this is. So, I just got done taking Josh to the ER again because his pain was so bad. I don't know, I guess the pills weren't helping. They gave him something that was supposed to bring the inflammation down, and they gave him pain meds there, but they didn't send him home with anything. And he was feeling okay, and then I guess this morning the pain meds wore off that they gave him there, and well, he's back in now. If anyone has chronic pancreatitis or a hernia, you probably know what that pain is like. So, that's what's going on now. Is his hernia and his pancreas, and there was something else too. I guess his potassium, because he doesn't eat enough. His potassium is low. I can't remember what else. And I know some of you may be like, well, why aren't you there with him? He likes to sit there. If he needs company, I will come visit him. It's only 5 minutes from the house where he is now. I don't know if they're gonna fly him out. I hope it's nothing bad enough that they have to fly him out, because like I said before in my other one, I don't know if the Kia will make it to one of the cities where the good hospitals are. I really don't know if it'll make it to Albuquerque. Amarillo, maybe. Because that's only like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. Albuquerque's about a 3-hour drive, but that's usually where they fly him out to. Is Albuquerque, though my best friend is in the hospital in Albuquerque, so I could see her too. I don't know what I would do with the dogs. I don't know if the car would make it. Pretty sure to have a place to crash if I needed to. That's not really an issue. But I just don't know if the car will make it, and with all the issues it's been having. I feel blessed when it makes it to Clovis to visit Mom and get groceries. Speaking of which, I want to say thank you to M for the gift card for Taco Bell, because this is a day, definitely, it was such a thoughtful gift, because honestly, on days like today, this is exactly, I don't want to cook, I don't want to have to think about food, just getting something from Taco Bell or McDonald's. Really, I don't know what all DoorDash has, but they're so expensive. I usually just order from Dollar General when I get DoorDash. Lately I've been getting the dog food on DoorDash, but I tip pretty decent, I think. It's not like I get a giant bag, just 20 pounds usually. That way Josh doesn't have to lift it. Because, he shouldn't really be lifting heavy things. And on the days he feels well, I know he overworks, and I try to tell him to take it easy and ask for help, but you know how it is with guys. Sometimes they're just very stubborn. And he used to be such an in shape guy who could just do whatever, and it's hard for someone to accept, especially when they're 43. So, you know, if you're anybody who's lost any part of their able-bodiedness or mobility or strength or anything like that probably understands what he's going through. So, and then I've been coming down with something, but I don't know what. There's so many bugs going around in town right now. And then a little congested. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. And also, like, my nose is stuffy, and I've noticed, like, I don't know, like, my chest is heavy. Is that the right word? But I'm pretty sure it's something going around. And with Josh being in the ER, he's been exposed to a whole bunch of stuff. So I just need to take some vitamin C or emergency. I have a couple packets, and it'll probably be gone soon. I'm watching these people. There's a Greyhound at the station, and I'm watching these people over here play fight. At least I hope they're play fighting. No, it seems like it's a play thing. And sometimes, I'm not trying to sound presumptuous. Is that the right word? Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna put those two together because I got a call, and then because I forgot to put this on airplane mode. This is my actual phone, not my recording phone. But anyways, I hate to sound presumptuous, so sometimes, like, you've seen it in videos where they come up to the window and they, like, try to hit on me or talk to me or whatever, and it's like, okay. So, but I'm pretty far off, and this is the first time I've come up here in a while, and my spot hasn't been not taken, but like semis will park in front of it where I can't get into it. So this is the first time in a while it's been open, and I will put a picture of the mountain because it just looks like a painting today. But also thank you to Leanne for the book to keep me company and to keep my mind occupied. I did make a couple videos while Josh was home. So if you see Josh in videos, I'm gonna put this one out today. Okay, stop scratching the mosquito bite. Ugh. Did you know, fun fact, there's no mosquitoes in Iceland? I am moving to Iceland. No mosquitoes. But yeah, if you see Josh in videos that we were recorded the other day, I tried to get a few done. Also, I wanted to talk, like, okay, I don't even know what to talk about. Like, my brain is just, so bear with me, please. Or don't. It's up to you. You can go if you want. And I don't know how many commercials YouTube is going to throw into this, so I'm sorry if there's a lot. I don't get on my computer very often to be able to edit how many commercials there are in a video. Because it's something, I mean, if it can be done in the YouTube studio, please let me know. But I don't know where. I'm still learning as I go. But, okay, as I was saying, I don't know, like, okay, all these companies are just coming out with things over and over and, like, just repeatedly, and, like, it just seems insane how much stuff is being released and how many promotions, and, like, and, you know, living in a small town, it is harder for me to get things. And then these resellers buy it up and sell it on eBay. So it just kind of, like, sucks the fun out of it. And I'm just... And the price of fast food as well. Like, it seems so... And I already used this term today, so I apologize if I sound redundant. What was the phrase? No, it just flew out of my head. Do you guys ever have that happen? Out of touch? I don't know, man. But it just seems like tone deaf. There we go. I used it in a comment with somebody today. Tone deaf. with the economy and everything, and to be doing reviews on like $30 freaking value meals. I don't know. To me, at least. I mean, to each their own. But I don't know. Like, and here's the other thing. Like, right now, and I don't like to try to get too political, because we all need a refuge from this BS. Honestly, I am a very political person. I try not to be, but I have some very beliefs that I am very about myself personally. But as we know, and people who know me in real life, I'm not about pushing my stuff onto other people. Like, I believe what I believe. But I believe some things. But I will have to say, this is my reason for bringing up politics, is because right now, I don't know if my job is in danger or not, because in a roundabout way, my job is government funded. So that's kind of not obviously not the one job, but the real job. You know, the one that people would consider a real job. Because, like I said, in a roundabout way, it is government funded. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that right now. But yeah, it's scary time for me a little bit. And you know, what's gonna happen? We're a very small town. And most of the jobs here are either fast food or government. You know, even the hospital jobs. Or gas stations, or I mean, there's other jobs here and there, but like, yeah. So that's kind of scary right now too. But my on paper government name job is, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. You know, if there's Medicaid cuts, my job is also in danger. So, yeah. And I was supposed to go visit Mom today, but I had to obviousobviously cancel that. So I feel guilty, and I don't know how to not feel guilty about things like that. I mean, obviously she says it's okay, and I know it's okay. And I'm also trying to, because I don't know, I don't know what's up with my printer. I can never get it to work. I've had it for 2 years, and I think I've successfully printed things like 3 times off of it. Maybe I need a subscription. Like, what is that? You own a printer, you buy the ink, you buy the paper, but you need a subscription? I don't know. I miss the old printers that you could just plug them into the computer and print stuff off. I'm old. I'm starting to feel like my grandmother when she used to ask me to help set the time on the microwave or the VCR. Because I don't know how to work that printer. And I'm trying to print up a piece of paper because people keep asking if I have an address to send things to. So I did get a P.O. box today, but in order to go get the key, I need to print this piece of paper. So I will have a P.O. box. Inevitably. Was that the right word? Probably. So as soon as I can get this paper printed. I don't have the mental energy to go pay $1 a sheet at the library at the moment. I don't have the mental energy for much of anything right now, honestly. Because I planned on taking the last weekend off, but that didn't work out. I was like, I just need to unwind for a little bit and be taken care of. The first day went okay, and Josh wasn't sick, and then the second day Josh started getting sick, and then, you know, Mom wanted things, and, you know, it just didn't happen. But I will say I am very, very grateful for all the dogs getting along. Like, that really does take a lot of stress out of my life. Let me tell you, that mother right there is not real. No, okay, sorry. The memes get me through life. Dogs and memes are my only reasons for living. And maybe if they ever bring back the salad shaker at McDonald's. Those were so good. Let me tell you, I lived off of those things in 2001, 2002. And I don't know if anybody remembers way back then. If you were even alive back then. Those mighty wings. Oh my gosh. I ate so many of those. I used to work at that McDonald's right there, but it wasn't there. It was over here. And it used to have a giant play area. Now it's just the normal sad looking McDonald's, but it used to be a bright, shiny, colorful McDonald's with a huge, I'm talking massive play place. So that's when I worked there. It was cool. It had it had a patio with, like, you know, screens so you could sit and eat and not get eaten by bugs. And my boyfriend worked there at the time. And we'd go have lunch together in the play place and hang out. Oh yeah. But I used to eat a lot of those wings because I did a closing shift, and you know, we got to take home whatever food was left. There was always a lot of wings because I guess people thought they were too expensive, or the thought of wings at McDonald's. Salad shakers, parfaits, mighty wings. Ugh. There'd always be parfaits and salads at the end of the night, and nobody else wanted to take them home, so I like lived off of them. I missed them salad shakers. Anyone else? Anyone else? I don't know. So, and you know, thank you everyone for your comments on the last videos, even if some of them were a little bit like roll my eyes. So I swear, and I'm not poking, and I'm not trying to start drama. I just talk about things, and if you're watching, you know, somebody, okay, I don't think I mentioned my weight really in the video. I don't know, maybe I did. Somebody was like, have you ever tried, I thought I was trying a GPL1 or whatever, those poison shots. I'm sorry, if you take them and you love them and they've helped you, that's amazing. I just won't. I won't be a guinea pig. And I know I take Trulicity, but not for weight loss, and I take the bare minimum dose because it was the literal only medication that didn't have a bad side effect for my blood sugar. So, and plus I'm terrified of needles, and you don't actually see the needle with this one. I shoot myself in the stomach, don't see the needle, don't have to, you know, administer the stuff, and it's helped. The lowest dose has brought my blood sugar down from like 12 something. I don't remember the exact numbers right now. I have talked about it in videos before. 12 something to pre-diabetic. So, you know, like I think my last doctor's visit, it was 6.1 or something. I don't remember. I need to make doctor's appointments. I just have been letting myself fall at the wayside again because of just having to take care of things, and then getting depressed about what's going on in the world. And like, it's scary when you're the breadwinner and you're like sitting here and trying to figure out, okay, will we be able to do this? Is the car gonna make it to go get groceries? Am I gonna be able to afford, you know, this? Oh God, the electric bill went up $50 this month again. And okay, right now in town, there's this thing going on. Now, last month I paid the bill. I don't know exactly what's going on. It's kind of vague how the news articles cover it. Is that a Tesla? Sorry, it's this really shiny red car, and I'm like, doesn't look like a Tesla, but it kind of does. Anyways, okay, no, it's a Kia, I think. No, Toyota. Okay, Toyota. Yeah, Toyota. Okay. Sorry, shiny cars distract me. I love cars. Okay, Sorry, I'm getting to the point. I am. Okay, with the water bills. The water company here has always been very weird. Like, if they give you your bill on the 1st, you got to pay it by the 10th, and if it's not paid by the 20th, your stuff gets shut off. They don't offer extensions. They don't offer leeway, payment plans, nothing like that. That's the way it's been. That's the way it's always been. Okay, so last month, nobody got water bills. And they put out these articles, and I can, like, I'll try to remember to post them down below, the links. So yeah, basically, this month we didn't get water bills either. And I guess they're saying that the water bills haven't been actually taken, like the water meters haven't been read right in years. And I don't know if they're expecting people to do back pay for what they might owe because the city's been too lazy to come and read the meters, or the meters have been broken or something, and they're in the process of switching companies. So we didn't get a bill this month, and we didn't get a bill last month. So what I did is I just paid what my bill usually is. You know, like, my bill's usually $90, so I just paid $90. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, am I gonna get some humongous bill because supposedly I owe water? You know, like, am I like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, and so it's just really stressful, like, to be the breadwinner and the one who's responsible for everything, and to see everything that's going on. So I need to stay somewhat aware. I wish I could just, like, cut myself off from the world completely. And I have been there before. I have. When I lived in Florida with my ex-fiance a million years ago, I had no concept of the real world. He worked. I stayed home. We didn't have a TV. We didn't even have a phone half the time. There's times our electric would get shut off. But you know what? I just wrote people. I had tons of pen pals. You know, like, I had lots of music. I had so much music, so many CDs. Probably owe Columbia House a lot of money. BMG too. Who else? Raise your hand if you owe BMG and Columbia House money. And so anyways, I for years I just, you know, took care of the house, cleaned the house, had dinner on the table when he got home from work. You know, and lived in my own little, and yeah. And then when I lived here the first time, I really only watched MTV for the music, and that's back when MTV actually played music. I don't know if y'all remember those days. I'm aging myself. No, I'm 45, y'all. Okay, believe it or not. I know in the last video I definitely looked 45. That day was really 45ing me. Man, this Greyhound is still here. What is going on? Did it break down? Because it's parked in a weird spot, but I think that truck is parked where the Greyhounds usually are. But I'm like, this is the longest I've seen a Greyhound be here. It's also a Greyhound station. But yeah, like, when I lived here, I went to work. I hung out with my boyfriend at the time. Listened to MTV for music. I don't think my TV was ever on anything else really except for VH1 and MTV. I didn't even have a remote. I had to get up and change the channel. I listened to music a lot. I did art. I wrote poetry. I missed that part of me, to be honest. The creative part of me is, like, so dormant, and I almost want to say it's dead, but I don't think it is. It's just covered with dirt of responsibilities and worries. Like, maybe one day I'll be like a sidewalk dandelion and be like, ha, bitches, I'm back. I don't know. You know, after I win the lottery. After I win the lottery and I get that off-grid, like, community animal rescue living place that I was talking about. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep manifesting it until it happens. I would absolutely, that is the dream. Like, or if my YouTube ever becomes huge, I don't know if my mind can handle that. But nonetheless, my YouTube ever becomes huge and I become like Mr. Beast. No, I'm just, right. You know, like, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna buy a giant chunk of land and get a whole bunch of tiny houses and rescue a whole bunch of animals, and people can come live there if they want to help grow food, take care of animals, or other things, you know. So I don't know what else all we're gonna need, but hey, you know, I think it'd be cool. Like, well, you know, there's this tiny house and a dog. This dog is your responsibility while you live here. Yeah. Actually, there's some rescues. I don't know if it's Kentucky or Tennessee, where they have tiny homes, and you can stay for up to a month, I think, if you take care of the animals. Help take care of the animals. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's either Tennessee or Kentucky. But don't quote me on that, okay? So yeah, I don't really know. I'm just rambling. But thank you for listening to me, and thank you for being here. It really does help to talk. It really does help to say things. I know this week is kind of weird with the vlogging rather than the reviews. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I might start reviewing is either gifts, like stuff I know that I'll probably like, because I don't know, sometimes spending that money on stuff and then it's like, it's crap. It's really depressing. Oh my god, these fast food places are so disappointing lately. Like, just overpriced, horrible food, to be honest. Like, and I just don't see the point in spending like $12 for a burger that's gonna be just mediocre. So, and I know I can get the McDouble for like $1.50 with the app, and I'm gonna enjoy it, and the dogs are gonna love the bun. You know, like, I don't know. It's just absolutely insanity, the price of living right now. And I really hope this stuff doesn't stretch out to the point where I do end up losing my job. And anyone else who's in a government funded job or a government job, you're in my thoughts as well. I know this is a very stressful time right now. And I know there's so many government jobs. So, I mean, I didn't even know until the last government shutdown that the TSA was a government job. I was like, it is? I thought it was an airline funded job, you know? You learn something every day, y'all. I did not know that. So, yeah. I don't know, just keep me in your thoughts. Keep Josh in your thoughts, prayers, whatever you believe. Send it this way, please. I appreciate it so much. So much. I don't know what other kind of stuff I could do if I don't do as many food reviews. But honestly, there's enough food. I have like a whole cabinet worth of stuff still. I have that Wendy's chili. I have some popcorn. I have that protein freaking ramen. I have some TV dinners still. Healthy Choice TV dinners in the freezer still. So, I mean, I've got stuff. And there's cheap enough stuff usually at the grocery store. But I'm sure you've noticed our grocery hauls aren't as amazing as they used to be. And sticking to the basis. And I know the cooking videos, like, it's really hard because now that I'm doing the what I eat in a day videos, you see I eat very boring. I don't make a lot of elaborate meals. And then I just tend to stick to the same thing for like a week or two. Right now I'm not so much into the ramen. I'm more into potatoes. Like, I just bought 5 or 10-pound bag of potatoes for $5, and I've been boiling them up, sticking them in the fridge, and just eating them as I go. And that's chili crisp and potatoes are my big thing right now. I don't know. And I mean, how many cooking videos? Okay, so I boiled the potatoes. You know, like, that doesn't sound exciting to me. I feel like the cooking videos need to be something a little more elaborate than just boiling some potatoes and slapping chili crisp on them. That's just me. Or I like steakums and hamburger meat, ground chicken meat. Right now, chicken breast is really cheap at Walmart. It's still $2.67 a pound, so next time I go, I will be getting more. I just eat a lot of repetitive foods and very simple foods because I don't like to cook. I don't like to cook. So, and then I tend to, like, I made a pot of lentils. And then I still have a little bit left I need to eat up. But, yeah, I made a pot of lentils, and now that'll last me like a week. I don't know, I'm just a boring person. No, I mean, I like myself. I don't think I'm boring. You know, I like myself. I don't think I'm boring, but I know other people think the things I enjoy are boring. If that makes sense. Like, I don't like parties. I don't like crowds. I don't really like going to concerts. I like sitting at home listening to a good book with my dogs, having some tea, and some potatoes. Those are the things I enjoy. Listening to a brand new album from my favorite band, yes. Talking about lyrics. Oh my god, I get so into lyrics. I can't really get into politics, but not a lot of people in my life enjoy politics the way I don't enjoy politics, but, you know, conspiracy theories. I mean, not like off the wall ones, but I definitely have a few. I love comedy, like dark comedy. I love South Park, you know, stuff like that. I love, like, Colbert and Jon Stewart and stuff like that, like making fun of politics, both sides. Just if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. That's the way I feel, you know. And these are all very boring things. I enjoy learning. I'm kind of into documentaries, but I rather escape from reality when I watch TV and listen to books. So I tend to steer away from that because I have too much reality during the day. So I use my entertainment to escape it. Yeah, I'm just a homebody. I do enjoy, back when I lived in Wisconsin, I loved going to the parks. There were some beautiful parks that were very, like, shady and green and like, you could go sit somewhere and be alone and just get lost in nature. Not so much here in this area. We don't even have squirrels here, people. And I know I've said that before. We don't even have squirrels here. Kat says there's chipmunks out at her place, which is believable because she lives out in the country. But apparently it was legal to hunt squirrels here. And it still is. So that might be why. Maybe they all went into witness protection. So anyways, because trust me, I do love nature and I do love going out. I just don't like being in the blazing sun. I like shade. I like nighttime. Except the mosquitoes here are horrible. Awful. But maybe when Josh feels better, I'm going to start working on a patio for my backyard. Like a screen, like a shed thing. Not a shed, like a screen tent. So we can sit in the backyard and enjoy nature without getting eaten alive. And Like, and shiny rocks. I love shiny rocks. So I don't know. If you're a homebody, let me know what your favorite homebody activity is. What do you do to unwind in the comfort of your home? So leave that down below. And if you got this far, hashtag homebody. Okay, so hashtag homebody. So I know you made it this far. And if you have a channel, I will share one of your videos, or give you a shout out. And also, you know, I'm working through my comments, but I want to say I've read everybody's, and I appreciate everything. I really do. And I will be replying to comments today to keep myself occupied from Josh being in the ER while I'm in between phone calls on my other job, my fake job. Sorry, I'm making fun of people who say it's not a real job. So while I'm doing my fake job, I'll be reading comments and replying to comments. So till next time, stay humble, stay kind, and thank you for being here. Look out for the normal people. Laters.